She's blocked me on Instagram but watches me from various fake pages. Do you think sex on the first night is a bad thing? Okay, I'm excited. Welcome back to Vlogmas, y'all. It is officially day 7 of Vlogmas and I cannot believe it. First of all, I'm just proud of us for even like making it this far. Like, ooh, y'all know how to not be posting. Lately, I've probably been posting like a month a piece, like once a month at least for like a few months. So the fact that I'm like posting every single day has been whooping my ass. But we are officially on Vlogmas day 7. It's been fun so far though. Like, I like doing Vlogmas. I love putting out daily content. So I've been just like kind of getting into the groove a little bit. So it's kind of helping me like want to be more consistent. So I'm excited, and thank you to you guys who have been tuning in, interacting with my content, whether that's by sharing it, liking it, commenting on it. I love reading y'all's comments, by the way. But you did miss Vlogmas day 6. For the most part, it was pretty much a chill day. I cooked at home, went to Whole Foods. We cooked some good food that night, drank some wine, of course. Y'all know we like getting into wine. And then we played like a cute little card game called Combo and Chill. So it got interesting really quick. I definitely suggest you guys go watch that vlog if you haven't already. I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to y'all in so long. I wanted to do like a Q&A because I feel like it's been a minute since I've done one. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me now. I will have it linked below in my description box. But if you do follow me, you know that probably like a couple hours ago, so it was a little last minute, but a couple of hours ago, I posted a questions poll on Instagram and I asked you guys to send me in any advice questions or any, I don't know, any questions in general. For the most part, I wanted to do a Q&A, so some of y'all sent me in some good stuff. So I'm gonna be going through my list. I haven't looked at all of them, and I'm probably not gonna get through all of them because I posted this like I said 2 hours ago. I don't know if I'm gonna get to everybody's in this video, so if I don't, I will do a part 2. Yeah. Let's see what we got. And yeah, it's looking like a lot of relationship type stuff, so we gonna see. First question, what do you consider red flags in relationships? I don't know, sometimes certain men to me are just walking red flags. I got a real good red flag radar, to be honest. I can name so many red flags off the top of my head, just based off of like what I've like been through in the past. One red flag would be too many homeboys. A lot of homeboys. Red flag number 1. Or no place to stay. Staying with his mom. Red flag. Let me really think about the question. This says red flags in relationships. I think I'm thinking about people. So in relationships, a red flag would be, red flags in relationships is just like, one, feeling like you can't be around that person for too long. I feel like that's a red flag. Another red flag is somebody who don't get along with their family members. None of them. Sometimes it's a valid reason, but for them other times where it's just petty stuff and you like, oh yeah, I don't work with this person, then yeah, red flag. And I would say somebody who is very secretive with like their phone. Somebody who is always on Instagram, flexing on social media, red flag. If his favorite rapper is NBA Youngboy, Drake even, maybe if he has a favorite rapper in general that's not J. Cole, he's probably a red flag. So this is why I don't do advice columns. My advice is kind of like, okay, I don't know, we're gonna try. I'm gonna be for real now, for real. Inconsistency, basically. Inconsistency in general is a red flag. If you're not calling me every day, texting me every day at least to see how I'm doing, like that's a red flag. I can go on about this topic this whole video, so I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna really be for real. Okay. Hey Shay, I've been watching your channel for a while and I love your content. You are so underrated. Keep going. Thank you. He said, I recently started dating this guy at my job and we have been together for the last 3 months. He has a child that's 2 years old. The mother of his child has been harassing me ever since we got together. She's blocked me on Instagram but watches me from various fake pages, constantly blows up his phone when I'm with him, and has verbally threatened me. Oh, I love him, but I feel like this is too much to deal with. I'm currently 19 with no kids. He's 22. I feel like we're just not on the same page. What would you do in this situation? How old did you say the kid was? 2 years old. Personally, I have not dated men with kids, or at least like, no, I don't think anyone I've talked to has had kids. Men with kids have approached me before, but no, even when I was single, no, is a no. I don't know. I feel like at 19, you should probably have somebody who has the same lifestyle as you. You're grown, but you're not grown. I feel like you should probably, you know, date somebody that you can relate more to, because you haven't stepped into that circumstance of having kids yet. So y'all aren't going to really relate. Not saying that y'all can't, but I mean, I feel like you're going to be having to sacrifice a bit dating a man with kids when you don't have one and you're that young. The baby mom, like, watching you from fake pages and doing all that, like, that's a red flag in itself. I personally would say, I would say to remove yourself from the situation. There's kind of a lot to be dealing with at 19, I feel like. Just remove yourself from the situation, reflect on it, and move on. I like let him go, just say, hey, like, this isn't really for me, because, you know, you didn't really sign up to be harassed. Next question is, do you think sex on the first night is a bad thing? I don't think it really matters. I don't think it matters if you do or if you don't on the first night, personally. But I definitely understand why a lot of women do say, like, don't do it, because, you know, there is risk behind that. You know, some dudes be out here for one reason, then once they get that, it's like, peace out. Not everybody's situation goes like that though. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I feel like at the end of the day, a woman has the own choice to do what she wants with her body. I don't know, I just feel like that's a woman's choice. If she wants to do it, she can do it. Even like a male, if he wants to do it, he can do it. It's really your choice, your body at the end of the day. I don't think it's gonna stop anything. If the dude fuck with you, he fuck with you. If he don't, he don't. Whether you give it up or not. Your choice. If you feel like doing it, do it. If you don't do it. I see both arguments, but all I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna just say it don't matter. It don't matter. Literally. It really don't. How do you deal with fake friends? I don't. What are those? I got rid of them last year. I really don't though. Like, even if I feel like somebody's being fake, all I will do in return is distance myself and just know, like, oh, I can't fuck with you like that, and keep it pushing, because that's really all we have to do in life. It could all be so simple. I don't have to be in your face. We don't need to have a conversation unless I really love you, friend-wise and, you know, family-wise. Unless I really love you and I really want to fix the relationship, I'm not going to come to you with a conversation and like, oh, I feel like you're doing this, this, and that. Like, no, I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. I need to, like, back up a little bit and love you from a distance, or just not fuck with you in general. So it's just been my mentality lately, because I don't have the time for it. I feel like we're too grown for that, and people should just, like, know how to be decent people at this point. But some people don't. Some people don't. Answer your question. I do not deal with fake friends. I just cut them off, keep it pushing, or at least I've been doing that lately. Like, I don't have time for all that. Like, I'm out here trying to live life, but got a wedding to plan. I don't got time for that. You can always kind of tell when somebody really not fucking with you just by, like, the side looks you'll catch them doing every now and then, like, on accident. Like, fully catch them, like, me mugging the hell out of you on accident. Or just, like, the little jokes they like to say. You can always low-key tell the backhanded compliments. Like, you can always tell. We always know, but sometimes we be like, damn, really? Like, lately, I just don't. Or you can just flat out ask, like, are you being real with me or are you not? Like, is you my friend or is you not? Do you see kids in the future? I definitely see kids in the future. Yeah, especially with, like, you know, him proposing. And my ring is, like, getting cleaned right now. But, like, since, like, I've been engaged, like, the image of kids, like, isn't as scary in a way. Or the image of, like, having kids. I'm not ready yet, though. I still want to wait until I'm, like, 27 if I can. Like, I really want to wait until I'm 27. But I definitely see kids in my future. I'm excited. Like, we already got our kids' names picked out and everything. I'm excited, but I don't want it right now. Because one, I heard childcare is expensive. My mom sends me like the same quote on like Instagram, like at least once a month. It's like something like, just in case you got baby fever, childcare is like $1,200 a month. Like, bro. Like, okay, we get it. But no, like $1,200 a month, like, damn. Like, just for somebody to watch your kid. And I know when I was like nannying, I was making bank. And I wasn't doing shit. Granted, I worked with like a 3-month-old at the time, so she would sleep most of the day. While she was asleep, I didn't do anything. I looked over her. I had her like sleep next to me in her crib while I'm doing my homework. Like, that is a lot of money. But I definitely do see kids in the future. Not right now. No kids right now. But I definitely can't wait to be a mom though. I could wait. I'm not gonna speak that I could wait, but I can't wait. Like, is it important to disclose the number of sexual partners during a relationship? It's not important, but I feel like, no, the fuck, I feel like you don't need to know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I personally tell mine because like our relationship is very open and I don't care about sharing that information. Y'all have seen my story times. I don't care. So I tell him everything. He's heard a lot way worse than like what I tell him my story times actually. You know, like that should be information you want to give. Like if a dude is pressing you about like how many people you've like slept with, red flag. You can ask him for his though. I'm backwards because I would want to know a guy's, but like once he asks me, I'm like, you're in my business. I don't think it's important to tell them as long as you're safe, like you don't have any diseases or anything and y'all are using protection and all of that still, of course. I don't think he needs to know like much about your history because for what? Like that's my personal information. If I want to tell you, okay, cool, but if I choose to withhold that information, you can't be mad at me either. I don't know. I feel like it's just up to the woman. I don't think it should be something that's necessarily important though. Why is it pressed about anyway? I could easily lie to you and tell you I'm a virgin and you would believe it. You would have to because you don't know. Why do you need to know, sir? We literally talk about everything, so that's like my best friend. We can do that. We have that dynamic. But if y'all relationship don't, no, I don't think it's important. And you don't want him pressing you about your past for some reason or bringing it up during an argument. Like, I feel like that's like giving you information that you may use against me later down the road. And no, like, for what? Next question, would you ever get a BBL? Personally, no. I personally wouldn't. I'm not against them, especially the real, like, natural looking ones. I can name a few off the head who got really good looking BBLs. But I'm scary. I don't really like being put to sleep, and like I heard it's high risk, so that's really why I wouldn't. But I'm really not against any type of plastic surgery at all. I really don't care. I feel like at the end of the day, it's your body. You can choose what you want to do with it. If you have the money and you want to change something about yourself, go for it. Like, it's your body at the end of the day. It's nobody else's. Nobody can tell you shit about what to do with literally something you have to live with every day. I don't know. I really don't care what people choose to do with their body. If it look good, it look good. If it don't, go get your money back. Either way, it's none of my business. Not my body, not my business. Okay, last question is, how do you build confidence? Confidence within myself came like over time. As I've grown into a woman and like as I started spending more time with myself, even while I'm in a relationship. Still journaling, still praying, still like taking that time to like be with myself and sit with myself. Personally, I feel like that's the internal part of like building confidence. And then physically, I like to just put on an expensive perfume like that. I don't know. I could be looking raggedy, but if I smell good, like you can't tell me shit still. I could be like hair up with a bun, no makeup. I smell like YSL though. Like, you know, I love good fragrances. So from the physical aspect, I feel like that's what helps build confidence. Showing up for yourself every day, holding yourself accountable builds confidence, especially when you're like working towards a goal. And just keeping your word to yourself is definitely a confidence builder, because that's like essentially building trust within yourself. So that's definitely important, because if you don't trust yourself, like, who can you trust out here? There's like so many ways I feel like you can build confidence, but it ultimately just boils down to you spending time with yourself and like really getting to know you. Sometimes you gotta duck off a little bit for that, and that's okay. Like, you're the most important person to know. But other than that, I would say that's how you build confidence. Treating yourself when you want to be treated, and treating yourself how you want to be treated. Like, I feel like if there's a new pair of shoes that you want and you can afford it, treat yourself. If you know you've been working hard, like, treat yourself, indulge in you, spoil yourself. We gotta still be responsible, but y'all know what I'm trying to say for the most part, I hope. And of course, you can say the typical working out, looking good, eating good. All of those are still important, very important, but I wanted to touch on the ones that a lot of people don't really talk about or bring up a lot. Yeah, y'all, that was it for today's video. Vlogmas Day 7 is officially a wrap. We will be back tomorrow with, what am I doing tomorrow? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow yet, but I will be back with another video for you guys tomorrow. As usual, make sure you guys are tuned in every day to Vlogmas. Yeah, I am going to see y'all in the next video, so stay tuned.